The rarest women on earth. The way of the honorable woman. Do you know who an honorable woman is, or are you like every other woman who walks this world? I don't mean what society has defined to be honorable. I mean knowing enough to define by yourself what it means to be in the top 1% of women. You see, many people think that improving oneself is made for men alone. That is a popular opinion, and the best women on earth have a mind of their own, which must be shaped by a strong masculine and feminine figure working as a single unit. We live in a world where most men have failed. Men must understand that they have a role in women's lives in whatever capacity is required. But unfortunately, even the men have been caught up in a dangerous cycle where they do not know how to raise an honorable woman. Are you a unique woman? Not the women described on social media by modern society. In this video, I'm going to guide you like a father. I will give you 5 ancient Stoic points that will put you in the top 1% of women. Do not miss the last point, because that might be the point you need. 1. Self-control. Most women in modern-day society are being told that they are emotional and do not have any control over their actions. They think they must act on it because they feel a particular way. While it is true that the average female is a highly emotional being, this can be dangerous when faced with adversity. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. What do you do when this rush of emotion starts flowing through you? Do you sit, pause, and think about your next action plan? Or do you act like a typical woman who does not care about the consequences of her actions? You see, earlier I made a point about men not living up to their roles, and this is one of the signs. But it is not an excuse to act like you are not responsible for your life at this point. As an honorable woman, one who doesn't want to repeat the same mistakes that are constantly being made by people in this modern generation, you should learn to recognize what is within your control and what isn't. You cannot control all events, but you can control your reactions. Next time you face a difficult situation as a woman, focus your energy on your actions and attitudes rather than external events. Sit down to reflect on the consequences of your actions and act accordingly. Most women are reactive, and they make a lot of mistakes they regret so badly. If you master the art of control, you will stand out. 2. Virtue. Do you have moral excellence, or do you go with popular opinion? Most women think they do not have to be virtuous. They think they could live without a set of values and still be rare females, and that is not true. Historically, women who have made it to the top 1% have always been women with a clear set of virtues. The Stoics had this saying, "Virtue is the highest good," meaning that virtue or moral excellence is the sole good. All other goods, like wealth and success, are indifferent and should not be pursued for their own sake. In our present society, women have been brainwashed by the system. They have been given the notion that there are no consequences for being immoral. They have new definitions for being a classy woman. But the truth is always absolute. The truth doesn't change based on a given time or season. A truly rare woman has a clear set of virtues she has defined for herself based on what she knows is right and wrong. She is confident in those virtues and is not afraid to let people know she is defined by them. Reflect on the virtues you hold. How do these virtues manifest in your daily actions, how you treat others, and your choices? 3. Endurance. Do you know how to remain firm in times of adversity? Most women give up too early, even when the moment of hardship in their lives is only temporary or almost over. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't take action in some situations, as these situations can be overwhelming and unsafe. Typical modern women weren't taught by their fathers to be resilient and endure bad times for good ones to come. They easily look for the easy route, thereby making most of them make dishonorable decisions. Imagine yourself in a situation where everything seems against you. How would you respond? Will you rationally decide to endure and see it through till it ends? Or will you turn the situation into an opportunity to change your world? The answer lies with you. 4. Wisdom. Are you able to navigate complex situations with clarity and virtue? What does it truly mean to be wise? Is it merely having knowledge, or the art of judiciously applying that knowledge in our lives? Most women have defined wisdom through the lens of society, allowing other women to decide what it means to be wise. Too bad. As a woman of honor, you should be ready to make decisions that are not only smart, but also right. For the honorable woman, wisdom goes as far as your virtues. Consider Hypatia of Alexandria, a renowned scholar of the 4th century. She was not only a mathematician and astronomer, but also a philosopher who embodied the Stoic virtue of wisdom. Hypatia stood as a beacon of rational thought and enlightenment in a world where intellectual women were often met with resistance. How might her commitment to truth and learning inspire us today? Wisdom is about seeing beyond the immediate, about understanding the deeper consequences of our actions. Ask yourself, in what ways am I practicing wisdom daily? How am I applying my knowledge for the greater good? Think of a recent decision you made. Was it guided by wisdom? Could you have applied a deeper understanding or a broader perspective? 5. Confidence. Do you know what it means to be a truly confident woman? Most women cannot differentiate between being confident and arrogant. They even think being arrogant is the way to deal with a man. They are usually brainwashed by the internet and the wave of modern women that swarm their social media feeds. Too bad. A woman who grew up with a strong father figure often possesses intrinsic confidence in her interactions with men and everyone else. She has seen firsthand the virtues of strength, guidance, and protection, shaping her expectations and responses. I have said this before, most men and fathers have failed. But you can still learn to be confident on your own, and I'm here to tell you how. Are you arrogant or confident? A question you must ask yourself. Most arrogance comes from a place of insecurity, and so the next time you see yourself being disrespectful to people in the name of confidence, there is your sign of arrogance. You must believe in yourself to the extent you can look another woman in the eye and pass a beautiful, honest compliment. You must know that you are unique, and that will drive the arrogance in you and give way for you to blossom truly. I'm not here to lie to you like the other ducks on YouTube. I'm here to guide you practically on how to be the best version of yourself. You cannot achieve that without true confidence in the person you are and your strength. Never you let yourself act irrationally. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, letting other women know you're ready to be part of the rarest women alive. See you next time.